Thanks for checking out this video. So it is time to find out what is coming to Shudder for December, and I will tell you, I looked ahead at this list briefly, and there are some things I highly recommend that are coming or continuing on Shudder at the moment. Uh, December is the time of year that I feel like I need horror in my life most, because there's just a little too much joy going on at that time. So I crave horror even more, so I always look forward to what Shudder's putting up in December. So let's talk about it. First of all, we have two Shudder original or exclusive films. The first one, oh, and I should say what I always say about this. I always put out reviews for their exclusive and original films ahead of time. So they usually put them out on Thursdays. That is the case for these next two that I'm going to talk about. I put the reviews out on Mondays typically, sometimes Tuesdays if I don't get the screeners in time, but I already have the screeners for these two, so they will be out on the Mondays of the week that they go up. So you can always come to my channel for a nice no-spoiler review for what they're putting up. Anyway, the first one is called The Advent Calendar, and that's premiering on December 2nd. This one's available for everyone, Shudder-wise. Eva has been paraplegic for the past 3 years. When her birthday arrives, she receives a strange advent calendar as a gift. But instead of the traditional sweets, every day reveals something different. Sometimes pleasant, but often terrifying, and increasingly bloody. It's going to be a very deadly Christmas this year. That is a great concept. I'm very much looking forward to reviewing that one because conceptually, there's a lot to be excited about there. Love it. And then the other one is Death Valley, and that's coming December 9th. Also available to everyone Shudder-wise. A group of battle-weary guns for hire are commissioned to rescue an imprisoned scientist from a secret Cold War bunker. Upon entering the facility, they find themselves in a fight for survival when they come under attack from a terrifying creature of unknown origin. Also sounds fun. Very interested in that one as well. Some series that they're continuing in December. Obviously, people probably already know about the Behind the Monsters. If you have not started watching their docu-series Behind the Monsters, you definitely need to. It is awesome. And actually, I think I'm personally behind on them at the moment. I've watched the first 3. I think there's 4 up now. But definitely watch it. Each episode is just basically about an iconic horror villain, and they're really well done. Also, the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 4 is continuing. Oh, man, I love it. I love that show so much. I'm a junkie for it. I literally watch it every Tuesday when it comes out. I cannot wait. Got my wife hooked into it too, and it's a joy. Think RuPaul's Drag Race, but horror related. It's awesome. Love it. All right, then the big one the information's already out there, so no big surprise to most people watching this at the moment. Joe Bob Ruins Christmas will be on December 17th. They're doing their typical thing where it's airing at 9 o'clock, so you can check it out then. Don't know what movies they're doing or anything as usual, but I have a strong suspicion that they may be doing the film Bloodbeat. Now, this film's been on Shudder for a while. It is considered a Christmas movie. It is awful, but it is like awful, so awful you want to show it to people, basically. I would never choose to watch it again, but if it's getting the Joe Bob treatment, I would love to watch it in that case. It is a terrible film. Think Things and Sledgehammer in that realm, just saying. They're doing a Christmas Ghoul-log called A Very Ghoul-log Christmas. That's always fun to have around. And then they're releasing a Unhappy Holidays collection, which a lot of it will be comprised of movies that I'm going to go over now. All right, so the majority of these films, well, I'll call them out. I was going to say the majority of these are just US or just US and Canada, but I'll call it out. So the next grouping, it's a lot, are coming December 1st. And then I'll tell you after that what the next date is, but it's a bunch. Mill of the Stone Woman. Now this one's available for US, Canada, UK, and Ireland. Sorry, New Zealand and Australia. In 19th century Holland, a professor of fine arts and an unlicensed surgeon run a secret lab where the professor's ill daughter receives blood transfusions from kidnapped female victims who posthumously become macabre art. Very interesting sounding. I am very much interested in that one. Would love to check that one out. And also, if you've heard of it or you've seen it, put some comments down there. With everything I'm going to list, like tell me, if I haven't already seen it, I'll tell you if I have seen it. If I haven't already seen it and you think it's a must-see, comment. Or if there are ones you're like, definitely skip, let me know as well. The next one, To All a Good Night. This is for US and Canada. A group of teenagers at a party find themselves being stalked by a maniacal killer in a Santa Claus costume. Kind of generic. Brotherhood of the Wolf. I'm a fan of this. Coming to the US and Canada. I actually own the film on DVD. Awesome. I've been wanting to go back and rewatch it. Very good film. In 18th century France, the Cheval de Fronsac and his Native American friend Mani are sent to the Gévaudan province at the king's behest to investigate the killings of hundreds by a mysterious beast. Definitely watch it. Highly stylized. Also has Mark Dacascos in it, who, for anyone who doesn't know, played Eric Draven in the Crow TV show. Yes, there was a Crow TV show, and I watched it. House of Wax from 1953. This is one my mother has actually recommended to me. She doesn't really like horror so much, but she saw it when she was younger and said it was terrifying. So I want to watch it. An associate burns down a wax museum with the owner inside, but he survives only to become vengeful and murderous. That is for the US only. As is the next one, only for the US, the House of Wax 2005 version. A group of teens are unwittingly stranded near a strange wax museum and soon must fight to survive and keep from becoming the next exhibit. That's one I've never seen, but I've been meaning to see. I hear it's not as bad as you would think. Also, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. I'm not going to read the synopses of the next three. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker, which, okay, I'm about to have my horror card revoked. I've never seen any of the Silent Night, Deadly Night films. I've seen Christmas Evil. I've seen Deadly Games. I've seen a bunch of like Christmas related. I even own a DVD 2-pack of Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2, and it's still wrapped. Like I'll get to it. And maybe I should go through and do all of these. Maybe. Okay. And those are all just for the US. So that rounds out what's coming for the first. December 6th, Screams of a Winter Night. This is for everyone who gets Shudder. An analogy, oh my gosh, sorry. An anthology in which a group of college co-eds spending a winter's night in a remote cabin pass time by telling scary stories to each other. Could be alright. I don't know. Devil Times 5, also available for everyone. After 5 deranged children are involved in a bus wreck, they start killing people at the lodge who insulted them or were rude to them. That sounds like a terrible description. Pass, probably. Fangs, this is for US and Canada only. In this gem of drive-in terror, a snake lover sends out venomous snakes and reptiles to kill his enemies. I could be into that. December 7th, the next 2 are coming in December 7th. Switchblade Sisters, that's coming to US, Canada, UK, and Ireland. The leader of an inner-city girl gang is challenged when a new girl moves into the neighborhood. Could be good. I'd be down to check it out. And the next one is one I've definitely been wanting to get to. That is Spider Baby. I've heard good things about it. This is available for US, Canada, UK, and Ireland. In this twisted cult horror comedy, deranged siblings torment unfortunate visitors. Elizabeth, Virginia, and Ralph all suffer from Mary's syndrome, which causes them to regress to a state of pre-human savagery and cannibalism. Normally, they're kept in line, but by their chauffeur, but when he steps out, things turn terrifying. Yeah, definitely want to check that out. December 9th, Hail to the Deadites. This is for the US only. A documentary about the fans of the Evil Dead films that explores the classic franchise's undying and ever-growing popularity. I'm definitely down to watch that. Love Evil Dead stuff and love documentaries, so I'm down. I want to check that out. Now, the next bunch are for December 13th, and there's some that I'm very excited about. First is All the Colors of Giallo. This is one that I've been wanting to see for a while. Available for US and Canada only. Giallo is Italian for yellow, the color of the lurid pulp novels that inspired one of the most intense, extreme, and influential genres in movie history. In this unprecedented documentary, experience the evolution of Giallo through interviews with the masters of the form, including Dario Argento, Lucio Fulci, Umberto Lenzi, Sergio Martino, Daria Nicolodi, and many more. Yeah, I'm big into Giallo. If you don't know, I have a lot of Giallo film reviews on my channel, so if you're into it, you can check that out. I have a whole playlist for it. So I've been wanting to see this documentary for a while. So now I'm going to get my opportunity. Probably going to be reviewing it. And that leads into they are getting the wait, where is it? I'm gonna move my head right here. If you see this red and yellow box right here, that is the Lindsey Baker collection from Severin Films. Umberto Lenzi working with Carol Baker, 4 Giallo films in there. Really great collection, love it. So apparently they got the rights for that, and they will have those films on here. So I'm going to read you those 4. I highly recommend them, especially this first one. And this is all just for US and Canada, these 4 Giallo films. Orgasmo, highly recommend. When an American widow arrives at her late husband's luxurious Italian estate, she surrenders to an orgy of menage a trois madness and murder. It is nuts. It spins off into craziness. It is nuts in the best way possible. This is one of those very underseen Giallo gems, in my opinion, and I wish more people would see it. Anyone I talk to about Giallo, I recommend this film. Definitely watch Orgasmo. Knife of Ice. As a 13-year-old, Martha Caldwell witnessed the death of her parents in a terrible railway accident. Barely surviving the tragedy herself, Martha was struck dumb due to the shock. Now an adult, the still mute Martha lives with her Uncle Ralph in the Spanish countryside. Martha's cousin Jenny arrives to be with the family, but is quickly stabbed to death. It appears that a sex maniac is roaming the countryside, killing pretty young girls. The already traumatized Martha seems likely to be the next victim, but the case turns out to be far more complicated than it would first seem. That is way too long of a description. Just gonna say that, but it's a good film. Definitely watch it. Next one is So Sweet, So Perverse. Jean, a rich Parisian socialite, comes to the aid of a frightened woman who is under domineering control of her abusive boyfriend Klaus. Although married, Jean develops a romantic relationship with Nicole. However, he may have gotten himself involved in more than he bargained for. Once again, recommend. And then A Quiet Place to Kill. A race car driver whose life is in a rapid downfall is invited by her ex-husband's new wife to stay at their plush estate. The two women form a bond, and it's not long before their mutual dislike for the husband culminates into a plan to kill him. As it turns out, though, they're not alone in plotting murder. Recommend. And then the last one coming for the 13th, All the Creatures Were Stirring, which I think this has just been on Shudder for quite a while, so I guess maybe it just cycled off recently and they're re-adding it. I've seen it. It's decent. That's for US. It's for US and Canada. Ho Ho No, the joyful spirit of the holidays is about to take one dark turn after another. From sadistic office parties and last-minute shopping nightmares to vengeful stalkers and immortal demons. There's plenty out there to keep you from getting out of bed to see what's under the tree this holiday season. So it's alright. It's not a must-see. Put it low on your list. Then the next 2 films are coming December 14th. Rose Plays Julie, available for US and Canada. In this intimate exploration of identity, trauma, and power, a young woman seeks out her birth mother, inadvertently triggering a string of events which change both of their lives. Could be alright, I don't know. And then the other one for December 14th, My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It To. This is for US, UK, and Ireland. 2 mysterious siblings find themselves at odds over care for their frail and sickly younger brother. Okay. Not enough in my opinion. I don't know. And then on December 20th, they are dropping a season 2 of the show they've been doing, Etheria. Etheria, it started as a film festival. It was short horror films by female filmmakers. I watched, what was it, the 2019 one and did a review on that, and then I never got a screener for the 2021, even though I asked for it, so I didn't review that. And then they turned it into a show, which season 1 is on Shudder, and now apparently they're dropping a season 2, but I'll read you about it. I'll read about it to you. This is available for everyone. Etheria Season 2 shocks and awes viewers with new horror, thriller, and science fiction episodes directed by women featuring killer strippers, time-traveling lovers, vengeful girlfriends, vigilante sex workers, and demented wrestlers. I mean, it sounds fun. I would like to check it out, but it's one of those things where, like, I don't know if I have the time. I just don't know if I have the time. I say all the time in these specifically, ooh, I want to watch that. Ooh, I'm going to watch that. And then I don't because I end up watching something else. I'm definitely one of those people who's like, ooh, a shiny object, like those types of folks where I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie, and then one day I'm just like see another movie and I'm like, ooh, what's over here? I'm gonna watch that instead, and then I get totally derailed. So I don't know if anyone else is like that, but gonna wrap this up. Tell me what you're excited about. Tell me what you think are must-sees for me. Go ahead and put it down in the comments. Like I said, there are some things I highly recommend there, especially those Giallo films, if you're into Giallo. Even if you're not into Giallo, though, definitely just check out Orgasmo, because it's nuts, man. Like, it's nuts. Anyway, I love it. I'm excited for it. Comments. Do me a quick favor. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. That is amazing. If you haven't, it is quick, painless, costs you $0, and is your way to repay me for, putting out free content, basically, because I'm not getting paid or anything. Join this nerdy horror community I'm trying to create and click the subscribe. Also, if you can hit the notification bell button, that would be great. Then you know when I'm putting up new videos, and you can check them out in a timely manner, because that helps, boost my content and potentially get it more views. So do me a solid. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I really do appreciate you taking your time to watch this. And until next time, keep it brutal.